What's wrong?
You were with Tracy, weren't you?
If I didn't know you better, I'd swear you were jealous.
Huh. Jax, I am not jealous. I'm scared.
Yes, I was with Tracy. I felt she needed to know about my confrontation with Ned, but it was just business.
Yeah, just business. You know, you don't have to say that to me anymore because I heard you the first time.
Then what's wrong?
I was with Lois today. She was at the hospital. She thought she was going into early labor.
Are you kidding? Is she okay?
Yeah,
The
the baby's okay. Everyone's okay. Thank God. I think the ugliness and the stress of this just business situation is finally coming to a head. You know, it's funny. I guess you're not used to having a baby at the bottom line of these little business deals that you're used to making all the time, right?
Are you holding me responsible?
Aren't you?
Brenda, there are many things on my resume, but the power of inducing early labor isn't one of them. When did this become my fault?
It became your fault when you hooked up with that witch Tracy to take over ELQ. To hurt my friends.
Look, I've told you, it's nothing personal. It's one company against another.
Tracy has a way of getting in your face and making things very personal.
And that's my fault?
Well, you knew who she was when you hooked up with her, right?
That's right. A cutthroat who in this case makes a great partner.
Jax, if I would have asked you in the beginning to lay off my friends, would you have?
Moot point. Tracy and I hooked up a long time before I met you.
What would you do if I asked you to now?
If you're asking me not to hurt Ned and Lois, I have no problem with that. The way I see it is, they're getting everything they want. They're pursuing their dreams, headed out to California. Last I heard, they were happy.
Oh, yeah. Lois seemed really happy today when I was in the hospital with her and she was hooked up to a fetal monitor and I was sitting there next to her listening to that machine go beep, beep, beep. That's the sound of my godchild's heart. Do you know that?
Hey, look, emotions are running high now because we're getting near the end, but this is going to be over soon. The best thing for them is to get as far away from Tracy as possible, and I'm making that happen.
Oh, well, I guess I should thank you then, right? This is getting really twisted.
Look, I'm sorry. I was being flip when you're obviously upset.
Now, when you went to the hospital today, it was really scary.
Look, the thought of hurting a baby horrifies me. But my walking away from this fight isn't going to fix what's wrong with Ned's family.
I haven't asked you to walk away.
But you want me to.
I can't help that. I mean, you realize, don't you, that I have made the choice to stand by you no matter what.
As I will by you.
I want so much for you to tell me something that's going to make me understand this. Why it would be so terrible for you to walk away from this company and just go to another one.
Because I don't walk away from opportunity. That's not who I am.
Is that your ego?
No, that's my soul. What, you think I've always lived like this? Surrounded by money and the best it can buy?
Yes, I do.
Well, I haven't. I've been hungry like you can't imagine. Been dirt poor. You know, that's why Dad went to Alaska first. He was flat broke in Australia. He didn't have enough money to take us with him. So we stayed behind. Lived in a car with Mum. I mean, she tried to make a game of it, but it wasn't fun when dinner depended on whether the fish were biting that day. Or when you're using a bent paper clip for a hook. And it took you 30 minutes of digging in the dirt to find a worm for bait.
I had no idea.
Yeah. Do you know what it taught me? You fish until you land one. You dig until you find it. What you don't ever do is give up. Not ever.
Honey, do you know that that's all over with now? And that you're not ever going to starve again? Not even if you walk away from ELQ.
So you are asking me to walk away?
No. I'm not asking you to walk away. And I understand you a little bit better now. Thank you.
Why?
For sharing a piece of your life with me again.
Well, the idea is to share it all.
I gotta get out of here.
You're disgusted with me, aren't you?
No. No, I'm not. I have to go pick up some L&B papers from Lois. She needs my help right now.
Do you have to go now?
I need a little bit of time to think. You know, secrets are a really precious thing. They're like a gift, and you just gave me one, and I want you to know that I really treasure it. I used to not be very good with secrets. I don't want to make the same mistakes with you. Okay?
Okay.
I'm gonna be back. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay.
See you.
Hi, I came to see if Lois was all right.
I'm okay.
Excuse me.
I'm over here. Come on in. Brenda. Do you think we could run L&B? With you being here and me back in Bensonhurst?
What happened to LA?
Ned's gonna be staying here. He's signing back on with ELQ.
Wait a minute, I don't understand. You just said that you're moving back to Bensonhurst.
I am. Ned's home is here.
This is crazy. Do you remember how miserable you were last time you were apart?
Yes. And I don't want to think right now about how much worse this is gonna be.
Why are you trying to pretend like this is something you can't prevent? Just don't do it.
Brenda, this is not an argument I'm walking out on. Ned and I did not fight. I am not mad. He understands.
Oh, I don't believe that. You say you're doing this for your baby? I don't believe that either. None of this would be happening if it wasn't for Jax, right? Jax hooked up with Tracy, and now the whole world is crashing down on the two of you.
Maybe it did take a crisis to open my eyes. But better now than in 5 years when I would be taking my kid and leaving behind everything she knows. You need to understand something, Brenda, okay? You don't just marry a person. You marry his lousy childhood and the things he's too ashamed to tell you and the monsters underneath his bed and whatever put them there. Those people have Ned chained by the ankle. And I thought that my love for him could change all that. I never figured on them changing me.
You better not ask one of your Brooklyn girlfriends to be the godmother of that baby.
Okay. I can't. Okay. I can't. can't let Dad see me like this. When he gets back with me, it's hard enough.
Are you gonna try and tell me that you're okay with this?
It's not my job to make things harder for her. It's not yours either. Well, we may have to take a loss. Look, I need to move some capital. Find out what the Nikkei's doing and get back to me, okay? Hey, how's Lois? Is she up and about?
Yeah.
Hey, I had this printed out for you. It's about Braxton Hicks.
That's not the problem anymore, Jax.
Where are you going?
I don't want to watch you do what you're doing right now.
Something else happened.
Lois and Ned broke up. Lois is moving back to Brooklyn tonight. She's packing right now.
Not because Ned's resuming as Edward's CEO?
Did you hear that, or are you asking me for information?
Have I ever done that? For God's sakes, Brenda!
Don't get all ticked off at me for taking you for your word when you say that anything goes in business.
When did I say that?
You know, I don't even... Let's not even go into this. Whatever, all right? I know your whole well-thought-out philosophy, Jax, about papers and files and none of it really being real. And that may be easy for you to believe when you're sitting at your laptop and you're on your little phone, but guess what? When you hang up the phone and when you stop punching the keys, things happen to people that are real even though you don't see it. Here I am. Darling, living, breathing proof. You know, I didn't cry all the way over here because I lost a few pieces of paper. There's been maybe 3 people in my whole life who ever really understood me. You, Robin, and now she's gone, and Lois, and now she's leaving.
You held me responsible?
No.
Yeah, but the trail of cause and effect leads back to me, right?
Yes.
And about that I can do what?
Make it stop.
Do you remember how we met?
Of course.
I was trying my hardest to get Lois away from Ned, but I couldn't.
I know.
Yeah, so something's changed for them. It wasn't my doing, and I can't undo it.
Yeah, I guess that's how it happens, huh? You have an argument, or there's some kind of broken promise, and you just wake up one morning and something's changed and you're just not together anymore.
Yeah, that can happen. If you let her. So let's not, huh?
I have a feeling it's not that simple.
Look, I know what you're thinking. Ned and Lois are a perfect couple. We're not. They seem so complete. They had a child coming soon. If all that could fall apart, what hope do we have? Well, there is a rule that can't be broken. Only one. Nobody leaves. Whatever happens, nobody leaves.
But everyone always does.
Not me. Not you. You still hate me?
No.
You still blame me?
Well, there's one thing I can't argue about. Lois didn't have to leave. You know? I mean, she told me her reasons, and I guess they were good ones, and I tried to understand, but Ned's here by himself, and she's driving off to Brooklyn by herself, and suddenly her reasons just don't make sense to me.
I'm sorry. I know how much you miss her. Hey, shouldn't you be packing?
The tour.
Yeah, you leave tomorrow, right?
No, I can't leave tomorrow. I can't go flitting across the country promoting
Yes,
Jacks for
you
Men right
can.
now. No, I need Jacks for me right now.
You have him. Look, you'll do your work, I'll do mine. And then when you come home, I'll be here. Maybe by then you'll hate me again. But that's okay. Because nobody leaves. Hey.
Yeah, nobody leaves. Here you go. You're welcome.
Hey, that's to be you.
It's my itinerary. All the places that you're not going to be. Maybe I should cancel.